Good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to attempt to show you guys how to get your paint on your car looking like you went through a automatic car wash about 10,000 times to looking brand new again. Also, today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. More on that later on in the video.
Honey, can I help you on camera right now?
I'm ready my bike.
No, you're not, baby.
Well, look, it's sitting outside warming up.
You're just testing out the sound.
Goodbye.
No, babe. You're back in storage now.
Love you.
Baby, you're not riding that. You have to take the car to the shop.
The goal for today is to get our Evo 10 100% finished up. I don't think that brake line is gonna come in today, so it'll be like, I guess 99.9%. But if we get the entire detail on this car done today, and provided we have some ceramic coat here, I think we should have some down here. Looks like we got a kit down there. We should be able to get this whole thing done, of course, minus just the one brake line that we are waiting on. Other than that, everything else mechanically is finished up on the car. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right back into detailing this thing. We do have a PDR guy coming out today. There's quite a few dents in the car that I want to get pulled out. Of course, the main one being this on the pillar. That boy's pretty big, so let's hope they can get that thing out. Other than that, the car's super clean. If they can get all of the dents out of this car and we can get the polish done properly, which I'm confident we can, based off of what we've already done, this thing is gonna be mint, and I'm very excited for it. That looks incredible. That is freaking beautiful. Definitely one of my top Evo 10 colors. All right, we got a process down. That works really, really good. I am not using the third step of the Rupes kit. I didn't notice any sort of difference, so I'm just using, let's see here, blue pad and blue compound to cut out the 3000 grit sand scratches, yellow pad, yellow compound to polish. They do have this white pad right here, but I actually don't see a difference in the finish when using this with the white compound. So in my opinion, it's kind of pointless to do, at least on this color. If it's black, like say if and when we do the truck or Bobby's Evo 10, we might need that third step. All right, let's pull her in, knock out a fender. I might test out some 3M products on the rest of the car, but at least I know this setup right here works wonders. That hood, I would say it would usually take me about 2.5 to 3 hours. Spent about an hour total the entire hood, which feels like I'm cheating. This polisher is so sick. All right, once again, the process that we are doing is step one, get all the dirt out. It's called denibbing. So denib the panel, 1500 grit on the DA to knock down the orange peel, 3000 grit on the DA to get out the 1500 grit sand scratches, and then we move on to blue pad, blue compound on the Rupes Bigfoot, and then yellow pad, yellow compound on the Bigfoot, and we're done. And then the final step will of course be ceramic coat. So I just knocked out 2 panels that had factory paint on them, the driver's door and the roof. Both of those came out immaculate. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It feels like you're cheating with this Bigfoot polisher. You guys probably think I'm sponsored by them by how much I keep talking about it, but I'm not. It's just that good of a product.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Over the last year, I've had over $10,000 worth of stuff stolen from our house or from the shop. If you guys have ever had something stolen, you know how frustrating it is. We installed a Simply Safe security system recently here at the house. We've had 2 other camera/security systems here, both kind of poopy. And the Simply Safe system we just installed so far has been amazing. Let me show you guys everything that we got going on. Where do we even start? There's like 40 different things we put in. Let's start here. This here is an indoor camera. We have 4 of those installed around the house. I handed Bobby this here. This is to alarm and disarm the security system. Every time we leave the house to go buy another Evo, all you gotta do is hit away. You got 56 seconds to get out of the house, and then all the door sensors, the glass sensors, motion detectors, everything that we installed will be alarmed. Somebody breaks in the house, our door sensor will go off and it'll go rah, rah, rah. You come home, you hit home. You have to enter in your password, which I'm not gonna tell you. All of the devices are ran through the home system here. And then we have a few outdoor cameras as well. This here is our doorbell system. Someone is at your front door. And then we have a camera on the garage as well. One major thing that's always a pain is charging your outdoor cameras. Check this out, magnetic. Trying to unscrew them every time is always a pain. These things just pop right off and plug into the wall. Camera quality is nuts. Look at that quality. Setup was very easy, very straightforward. Pretty much all you do is like hit a button and it's connected. Overall, very, very pleased with this Simply Safe system. Save 20% on your Simply Safe security system when you sign up for an interactive monitoring plan, and you get your first month free as well. Visit www.simplysafe.com/Devin Niemela to learn more. Thank you Simply Safe for keeping us safe here at our house in Coda Safe, and for sponsoring today's video. Goodbye. Let's keep knocking panels out. Let's go ahead and hit the passenger side fender, and then I'm gonna throw the bumper on, get the front bumper all finished up. There's a pretty big run in the bumper that we need to get out, and then we can polish the bumper, and then we can go ahead, provided we have time, because this car is going to PDR today as well. So provided we have time, we can get this thing ceramic coated and just be completely done with the body. Hello.
Can I finish chewing first? It looks like shit.
It's just handed down. Does the hood look good? What about the other front fender? They're a little dirty.
Holy shit, shiny.
This polisher, bruh, your bruh today, is nuts.
Yeah.
It's a Bigfoot.
Holy crap.
This is what $500 gets you.
You have to do Gary.
I will. I'll do Gary and I'll do your Evo 10 in the same day because that's how fast it is.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so shiny.
I know. And that's one I painted too.
Wow.
Can't even tell.
Good job, baby. What are you up to there?
Okay.
What if you just left it like that? Whoa. That's nuts.
But wait,
There's more. Holy shit.
This thing's gonna look so...
I wish I could pick that up on the camera.
Hold up. Let me get you a light.
You kind of can see it.
Keep in mind, this is like 5 seconds of work. So, you see that's it before?
It's all like blurry.
Crystal clear. Shitty looking like my butt. Crystal clear like you.
Like me.
Like you.
That,
This is gonna be a fun car to polish.
I know, because it's going to look so good when it's done.
This paint, or this color's sick.
Have you been holding off doing the Gary because it's a really light color?
It's just not, it's not gonna be that big of a difference, so it's not that fun.
Baby.
No, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
Honestly, I'm probably going to have Gary sit this summer while I drive this thing. So we need to get her all polished up.
What about your new car?
That one?
The other one? The one we got yesterday.
That's not mine.
So Bobby's tire leaks about 5 PSI overnight. So what I did is sprayed some soapy water on it, trying to find a leak on the front bead or the valve stem. If nothing there leaks, then I'll flip it over to the backside. There's no nails or nothing in it, so it's gotta be on the bead somewhere. While we're waiting for that thing, let's go ahead and get this fender all finished up.
It looks so good. It looks brand new.
Well, technically it is because I just painted it.
Like a brand new car. It's not.
Clearly no leaks going on up front. Let's try the back. Do you see anything going on? Wouldn't you say that that whole edge is leaking?
Because of all the bubbles over here?
Correct.
So what in the same heck's going on?
So it was leaking on the inside. Let me show you guys what I did. Tire off, and I have this stuff here called Bead Sealer. It's like just a little bit of a glue type of thing. So hopefully that fixes it. Guess we'll see.
Guess we'll see.
PDR just came through and pulled out some dents on this thing. This one was the major one I was worried about. It was super hard to get to. There's a brace right behind it, but it's about 10 times better. It is much better than what it was. To make it perfect, we have to bodywork that, which would also mean we're respraying the quarter panel and the whole entire pillar and having to blend into the door. So it's not worth it. All right, what do we got left? This whole entire side. We got the door, quarter panel, and pillar. We got the trunk and wing, rear bumper, and then rear door, quarter panel, and pillar. And side skirts, I suppose, as well. I would say another 3 hours of wet sanding, buffing, polishing, and we should be able to get this thing all cleaned up, give it a wash, hit it with some ceramic coat, and then hopefully pull it outside and see how she looks. Small little issue. Our Rupes pad has disintegrated. I do not have any more of these. So we're gonna go ahead and test out some other pads that I have here at the shop on the Bigfoot polisher. I've already been rocking with the 3M compound and it seems to be working well. So let's try some other pads on this guy, see how she works. So the most aggressive pad I have here is this orange Griot's pad, and it seems to cut okay. Not quite as good as the blue. Actually, you know what? I just realized I have this blue Rupes wool pad. This should do the trick because that is not working nearly as good as the blue foam pad from Rupes. And then I do have some Hex Logic pads that we're not cutting at all. They're super soft. So I'm gonna give this a shot. I think that's gonna be enough to get the rest of the car done. The wool pad worked very, very nice. Almost better, I would say, than the foam pad at cutting. I'm stoked there. We got the bumper, passenger side, and we're freaking done. We're so close to being done. It's almost midnight, so I'm gonna pop back here in the morning. I must say, I think I'm gonna attempt, I am a cheap ass at heart, but I'm gonna attempt to just buy nice tools from here on out the first time around, instead of buying shitty tools and then more and more and more junky, and then finally buying something nice. I tend to do that a lot. Like I said, I'm a cheap ass at heart, but I'm telling you, if you like your cars nice, buy a Bigfoot. They're very expensive, but you could do like 3 cars in the time you do 1 car with a poopy polisher. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, my dudes, it's the next day. Just pulled this thing outside to check it out real quick. It's always good to look over the car before you ceramic coat it or wax it or anything of the sort. And I must say, this thing looks so damn good. So all we have left, hopefully you guys can hear me, this car is a little bit louder now with the new exhaust, but all we got left is this side. So door, quarter, and pillar. That should only be about, I would say, an hour and a half max to get corrected. And then we can give the entire car a bath. Coming along good. The car drives amazing. The body's immaculate. It's like 99. It's probably the cleanest, one of the cleanest Evos we have now, if not the cleanest. I know Bobby's car is going to be cleaner just because that thing is, it's going to be perfect. Regardless, this car is really, really nice, and I'm stoked with how it's coming out. Just like that, the whole passenger side is finished up. One last thing I want to do before we actually ceramic coat this thing is install the rear bumper aprons. Double-sided tape does not stick to ceramic coat very good, and I might do a light paint correction on them. Let's get them on first, and then I might do a little bit of wet sanding polishing on these. And then we're finally ready for ceramic. this thing is all cleaned up and ready to be ceramic coated. Now, we can't ceramic coat like half the car. All the panels that have fresh paint on them, I'm not gonna ceramic coat probably for at least another month, couple weeks to a month. The parts have to be fully cured before they can be either waxed or ceramic coated. And it's only been about 2 to 3 weeks. So I gotta wait a little bit longer on front bumper, rear bumper, hood, fenders, and wing. The rest of the car though can go ahead and be ceramic coated. I am so excited with how this thing came out. Let's go ahead and get one panel coated real quick. Let me show you guys what we gotta do. I'll go ahead and knock out the rest of the car, and then hopefully it's still bright enough outside to pull this thing out. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks outside. Yep, still got a little bit of sunlight left. So let's see what we can do. To clean the panel before ceramic coating, I use 17% diluted IPA with a microfiber. I noticed if you use like 85% IPA, it does leave a little bit of streaking, which I do not want, of course. So diluted it is. This door is coated. Let's wait about 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and wipe it off, and we are done. You guys already know I do 2 coats on the entire car, on the wheels, brakes, glass, and of course the paint works on wraps. It's amazing. I love this. Armor Shield 9 works really, really well, and it lasts up to 5 years, where a wax I would typically reapply every 6 months or so. I do have a discount code for the Avalon King ceramic coat, which I will put on the screen. Let me get this whole car finished up, pull it outside, and we can see how she looks. All right, guys, a few things that I would say help me level up my detailing game would be the new Bigfoot polisher. Once again, I'm not sponsored by them. It's just that good of a product that I'll promote it for free. So I'll link it down below. It's an amazing polisher. Their pads and compounds that they send with it work really, really well, at least for me in the car I did. You guys saw I did test it out on Bobby's paint as well, which is a black car, and there was no haziness, no swirling, no nothing going on there. So yeah, I'll link that guy down below. And then another thing, I was blowing my pads out a lot more often this time versus previous details, and I think that helped a lot. I was blowing them out every 3 passes or so. I know some people do it more often, some people do it less often. I don't really know the perfect way to do it, but I just, like everything else, I just see what works for me and I'll stick with it. So those 2 things helped out quite a bit. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video helps you out. One last look at Steve-O here in the shop. I know there's still a little minor details that we have to finish up. I do need to camber in the front wheels. There's actually positive camber on them right now, so gotta take care of that. Some fender vents and the side markers have to go back on. And then we're gonna do some Cerakote trim coat stuff on the car as well. That's about it. This car's came a long ways. Crazy to think that this thing's only got 30,000 miles on it. Did not look like it when we first got it, but I think it's safe to say it does now. Damn, guys, this paint, this color, I dig it. Peace out, my friends. I'll see you guys in the next video.